So I'm over here in Cala Bona today and we are nearing the end of September 2025. In this video we're going to take a loop around Cala Bona Resort. We're going to see what it's like at the end of September, and also we're going to talk about what it's like visiting this time of year too. Now I can see a yellow flag on the beach and there is a reason for that, so let's turn the camera around and let's see what Cala Bona is like today. So we're just looking over the little beach here in Cala Bona and I can see a yellow flag flying. Now I'm guessing it's because, well, we do have a storm on the horizon and you can see it bubbling on up in the background. I'm hoping it's not going to arrive for another couple of hours because, well, I'm due to do a live stream over in S'Illot and Sa Coma. Check out the link in the description text below if you haven't seen that, it will be published. But I do suspect that we have a yellow flag here because it is very breezy today. It's lovely and breezy. We have highs of around 28-29 degrees Celsius, but those water conditions aren't as calm as they normally are during July and August. So you can just see as I start walking inland here, the clouds are bubbling up. And that's one thing about visiting Mallorca in September and October. You are probably going to get a mix of weathers if you're here for a week's stay. You may well be very lucky and have clear and broken sunshine, but the chances are you may well get a cloudy day, you may well get a rainy day. And look, I'm just standing right at the back of the little beach here in Cala Bona. It is looking reasonably busy actually for September, and as you well know, I'm coming up towards the music bar, one of the top night spots over here in the resort, and also by the looks of it quite a popular place to go to during the day. They do have a little bit of light music playing here coming out of the bar. Quite a few people inside as well. Look, I can hear some U2 playing, but they also have happy hours. Look, they have two, let me just show you, look. So on the board here, look, they've got a happy hour, local spirits mixers, 2 for €6.50 between 8 and midnight, which is amazing actually. So just as a reminder, if you do see a yellow flag on the beach, it does mean swim with caution. Anyway, let's keep on heading on through Cala Bona this afternoon. So we have another little terrace here with a few people sitting out. It's outside the Hotel. This little restaurant here is called The Place. It's nice and covered actually, so if you do get a shower or you do get a bit of a rainy day, might be a place to come to. I never remember the name of this Hotel here. It's the Cap de Mar Spa, so I'm guessing they also have a spa inside as well. I wonder if that's open to non-guests too, in case you do get a cloudy or a rainy day and you want to enjoy the spa facilities. They may well be open for you. So as we head on into October, we're going to start to see the holiday resorts starting to wind down slightly. But are they going to be winding down here already, especially over here in Cala Bona? Well, let's find out. Now the one thing that you probably will see is that some of the shops over here aren't going to restock until next year. So you're going to find like some of the pharmacies, some of the tourist shops having a few less products than you find at the beginning of the summer. You may also find that some of the big hotels may close a little bit ahead of the 31st of October too. But I'm pretty sure that you're going to find all the things to do over here, like the safari bike, the mountain bike rentals and the moped bike rentals staying open until the end of the month. Anyway, let's take a little look down the side here. Let's go and have a quick look over the beach. So I've just spotted some other really good disabled access here to this other beach in Cala Bona. Unfortunately, the ramp kind of stops here. It doesn't kind of go down onto the sand. That does need fixing. But just looking in front of the Levante Tui Blue Hotel here, and you can see what it's like today. And I'm filming this on the Sunday. I do have a few families out. I can also see as well the €14 sunbed rentals. Will they be €14 next year? I'm not so sure. And do you know what? Even though there are plenty of sunbeds down there on the beach, and I did notice that there's no fighting for sunbeds over here in Cala Bona today, but the resort to me is actually looking pretty busy. Let me know what you think in the comments below. There are quite a few people milling out and about today. Okay, so don't forget to look back at my videos from this year from over here in Cala Bona. I've made several nightlife videos actually. Go and see what they're like, because we're now entering the area where I think the nightlife is at its best on this side of the resort, and also in Cala Milor as well. If you're looking for some really good entertainment, then this could be the resort for you. And look, just to show you what I mean here, look at the TUI Levante Hotel. We've got an ABBA night over here this evening from 9:30. It is adults only though, just bear that in mind, but a super nice hotel. Go back and check my past videos to get an idea of what it's like. Let's go and take a walk past the Hotel Sur. Now, as you know, I do have a hotel review of the Hotel Sur on the channel as well. It's a 2-star hotel, nice bargain break can be had over here, and in a really nice friendly property as well. It's still independent, which is also really good to hear. For how much longer, who knows? Who knows? But this is, of course, as well another great place to come on an evening, and by the looks of it, during the day too. So it looks like that the Formula One race is on today. Got a few people in here watching. It's still a bit hard to tell actually with the sunlight. I'm just walking past. Look, sports today, 1 o'clock, Formula One, 3 o'clock, football, 5:30 more football, and look, they've got live music as well from 9:15, which is really, really good. Lots of entertainment here, look, and even running on through the season. I'll just quickly run the camera down the board here. You can see what's going on over here at the Hotel Sur for this autumn. But absolutely loads going on. So we're going to keep looping around here. Look, I'm just coming down past the Illusion Moreo Hotel, which is like pretty much opposite the Hotel Sur, but my goodness me, check this out. And look, this is the development that was taking place earlier on this year. A new hotel has opened, and there are already towels on the balcony as well. I can't believe this. The speed that this has opened actually is just incredible. It's called the Naiya. Let's have a quick look. Now, if you remember, this did create a little bit of construction noise right at the beginning of the season, but even look, it's all been done. It's all been done, which is incredible. And also, judging by the sign, it's a 4-star hotel. Let me know if you've stayed here. Let me know what it's like. I'd love to hear. You never know, maybe at some point I'll be able to get a look inside, but I don't really have time today, so we're going to keep heading on around into Cala Bona Marina. So that is part of the Marins chain. It's another addition to the waterfront over on this side of the island. There are other Marins hotels, including, I think it's the Marins Playa, a little bit further on into Cala Milor. But oh no, this is a sad sight. This is a sad sight. Do you know what? The fantasy park, by the looks of it, didn't open at all this summer. When I was down here in the summer months, I did wonder, and I thought that quite possibly it could well have opened. It hasn't. What a shame. It's been left to go a little bit derelict. What are they going to do to this space next year? I mean, this is much needed down here because you do have quite a few families over here on holiday, especially during July and August. But are there plans? Are there plans for the fantasy park? I don't know. But just to say, if you are coming over here for half term, if you're coming over with the kids, there are several kids parks over Cala Milor way, just a walk or a bus ride away. Go and check out my previous videos from Cala Milor. Actually, I'll drop a link to one in the description text below. You can get an idea of where they are in Cala Milor Resort. But anyway, let's head on now into Cala Bona Marina, and I'm going to loop my way back round again around the waterfront. So stay with me. We're going to see what it's like today in September, and I'm trying to keep myself off the cycle path here. So I do need to come down here on a weekday because every time I've been over here actually this year it's been on the Sunday. Smithy's has never been open on the Sunday, which is normal, but as we come on now into Cala Bona Marina here, look, I'm right outside the Hotel Cala Bona. See what it's like today. I think the hills up right in front of us are keeping these big clouds away, thank goodness. I hope we're in for a really nice afternoon. I can get to do the live stream. And let's keep walking a little bit further down. Now I can see as well that the rope and anchor is, as always, open. I think it stays open over the winter as well. You do get a few places over here that do remain open in the winter. Most of the hotels, I think pretty much all the hotels do close though, which is a bit of a shame, but it is possible to stay over in Cala Bona. They do have a few hotels open over there during the winter season, and well, that could just take the edge off cold, dark nights if you're looking for a quick weekend breakaway. A quick week away from Northern Europe. It might be a trip worth making. Of course, it's going to be considerably cheaper, I would have thought anyway, to come over in the winter than in the summer. And when we do have a really sunny day, it's absolutely glorious over here. But look how nice it is over here in Cala Bona today. So just coming up by the Catalonia del Mar in the direction of some lovely restaurants here. And like I said, many of these are actually open over the winter too, and they do attract residents from this neighbouring area. Some don't open during the day though. Look, we've got an Italian restaurant here which is open from between 6 and 11 today. Sunday's closed. But look, plenty of choice over here. Plenty of choice. I'm just coming up by the Nautic. And I wish I got down here a little bit earlier on today. Look, we've got a €16 menu del dia, starter, main course and dessert. I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can just take a closer look. The only thing this doesn't include though is a drink. But what fantastic value for Sunday lunch. Same goes over here as well. Look, I can see we've got another lunchtime menu here over at the Fornol Marie. €28, 2 people, a choice of 5 tapas dishes here, look. And fish and chips, €12.50, that's good value, particularly considering the video I filmed over at Porto Poyensa just the other day. But anyway, look, really good value here. Look, if you are just wanting to select what you want to eat, look, really, really good value. And you also find as well that you do get better value on this side of the island. How long that's going to remain is going to also be another question. We have seen prices fly up in the southwest of the islands, but you can always pretty much get really good value over here in Cala Bona and Cala Bona. That's probably because it's just a little bit further away from Palma. A little bit further away from the airport, but my goodness me, this is an absolutely gorgeous resort. It's coming up by the Kashmir Tandoori. Again, if you're looking for an Indian with a really nice sea view, this is definitely the place to come. And look at these views here, check this out, look. So you can kind of actually understand why they've yellow flagged the beach. It is rather windy, and I can just see the 2 parasailers now coming on in, being dragged in from the water. It is a really, really beautiful day here, really, really beautiful day. And even as we head on in the direction of one of the very popular Pro Tour hotels, you know which one I'm talking about, the Bonaire, or the Bonaire, depending how you want to pronounce it. Still quite a few people milling around too, look. And as well, tucked away, look, got some little restaurants, lots of holiday shops. And then this gorgeous little chiringuito on the far side too. Look, love this. I've got a little bike or mobility scooter parking area as well, right by these trees. But we're just coming up to the Pane Tosto. So this place here always gives me the kind of Ibiza, Formentera vibes. It's a lovely little spot right on the water here. And you can just understand why so many people are in here today, just looking at the views. Okay, so I've headed to more or less the edge of Cala Bona here, and well, I will walk this way further in the winter when the hotels are closed, but let's loop back now because time is not on my side, time isn't on my side. Let's go and take a closer look at Cala Bona Marina today. And you can just see, look, the clouds bubbling up in the distance. This will be coming down across the island much later on, but for now, we still have sunshine over here. Thank goodness, thank goodness. Let's head on back to the marina. Or harbour or marina, that is the question. And as we head on back to the marina here, I'm just going to give you some more really lovely views. So we are just coming into the harbour here, into the little marina here in Cala Bona. I can see that the glass bottom boat is in. Now, I'm pretty sure it should really run today. I mean, it does run most days. And I'm wondering if the reason why it is here and it is docked is because of the sea conditions, quite possibly. But anyway, let's take a walk along the marina here. And I can't see too many of these little cruisers out, these little weekend boats out this sunny Sunday. Maybe also for those reasons too, who knows. And just look how packed the Terrace Cafe is as well. Today, every table is taken over there. Goodness me, it's busy here in Cala Bona today. So don't forget as well, the nightlife over here in the Hotel Cala Bona is some of the best on the island, and some of the best I've seen this summer in the hotels as well. They really have gone all out to get some of the best tribute acts, but even look, even the restaurant area here in front of the hotel is looking busy today. Guys, what's your names? Whereabouts are you from?
June. I'm from Durham.
Are you from Durham? Oh, up near Newcastle. I love Durham.
Right.
Used to go there a lot.
Oh,
now
yes.
tell me, what brought you to Cala Bona?
You did.
I did. and what do you think of Cala Bona? Has this been the right decision for your holiday?
Definitely, absolutely. We're having a lovely holiday. Loving it.
And whereabouts are you staying?
In the Cala Bona.
And how's the Cala Bona Hotel?
Absolutely fabulous.
Oh my goodness, that's what a recommendation.
Yes.
And do you have any top tips? What's your favourite bar or restaurant over here that you've found?
All of them. All of them. We've been
in
most of them.
very friendly and everything.
We
they're
don't
really
have
friendly.
a complaint.
You don't have a complaint?
No.
Here I am, I'm trying to find some any complaints at all. You're like, nah.
Because we're going home on Tuesday, that's the call.
Yeah,
That's the complaint. You
that's
want
the
to stay
complaint,
longer.
yes.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant. Guys, it's been a real pleasure to meet you today.
And you,
Enjoy your
and
last
you.
couple of days and
Thank
safe
you.
travels as well back to the northeast of England.
Yeah.
Okay, see you again. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
So there you have it. No complaints from over here at the Cala Bona Hotel. Sorry to disappoint everyone who wants a little bit of negativity on the videos here, but you're not going to find it today. Not over here in Cala Bona at all. I mean, check this out. Look, plenty of people out. And on the restaurants that are open, and I can see actually, I think there are a few more restaurants that are actually taking the day off down here. Let's go and have a look. And that is Janet and John's is closed. They are having a Sunday off today. I think quite possibly they do normally close on a Sunday. Let me know in the comments. But look at the views here, look, from these restaurants. Look how absolutely stunning it is. And look as well, proof that Cala Bona is still very much a fishing area. Look, you can just see the fishing nets here on the dock. And look, check this out. I'll give you a full view here of the resort. You can see what it's like today. I can see those clouds bubbling up in the background. I'm a little bit worried about my live stream, but anyway, let's keep going. Let's walk down the back of Cala Bona and let's check out these other waterside restaurants. Okay, so let's head on behind me here and let's head on back to what is blue sky. It's amazing actually how you angle the camera, particularly when you've got rain on the islands. You can see where the nice weather is. But let's head along this lovely strip of restaurants. I'm just coming up by the Argos here, and I have to say we're doing this again. This is a take two. My mic failed. Anyway, guys, what brought you back to Cala Bona? Because I did bump into you last year.
We just loved it. It was so chilled, everybody's so friendly. Loved the atmosphere. Stayed in the Cala Bona hotel, which we love, and it's just so chilled. And because of you, that was the reason we came last year, because we watched your videos, absolutely loved them, and then came back again this year.
I can't believe that. That's amazing. Okay, so what's your favourite bars over here as well?
Well, we like the Argos bar, done the music bar, and the Hotel Sur.
Yeah.
We've also went into the Levante Hotel at night as well for the entertainment. So
honestly, for entertainment, for us, you can't beat it. Honestly, in the Cala Bona Hotel there's entertainment every night. And do you know something, I don't like saying this because it will just bring more people here, and I just really don't want a lot of people coming here, to be honest.
Don't stay there, don't come to this
No
resort.
stags, no nothing, it's just absolutely beautiful. And great for my fishing just earlier, I love it.
Guys, it's been a pleasure to speak to you. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your holiday. Cheers.
thank you.
And how lovely to meet those holidaymakers once again. I'm not sure if you remember them from a previous stream, but they've come back to Cala Bona because of my videos, which is absolutely wonderful. I'm really, really pleased about that. But anyway, look, I see even more good value over here. Look at this, $9.95 every day until 3:30. Get yourself a cheap Sunday lunch. Pizzas and pasta for under €10. And look how lovely it's looking down here today. And busy too. But as I said before, not everywhere is open. Now we are just coming up round the back of the Illusion Moreo hotel here. And the grey clouds in the distance. Let's head on back in the direction of the music bar. Look, paella is €16. Again, once again, really good value. This is the Mediterranean restaurant. So many places over here with lovely sea views, and you're not paying a high price for it either. So the Hotel Sur is looking lively, as always. Looks like the football is now starting. Look, it's drawing in a very different crowd now from the Formula One. But as the couple did say, this is a great resort. Look, it's lovely and flat. It's very accessibility friendly as well. I can see as well, look, holiday hire service Mallorca.com is where this gentleman has got his mobility scooter from. If you do need something like a mobility scooter or a wheelchair, do chat to your hotel, and I'm pretty sure they can arrange one for you, so you don't have to do that yourself. So I just nipped very briefly into the Levante, and their dinner time service starts at 6:30. You're going to find most hotels actually starting dinner service at around 6:30. Even though we eat much, much later over here in Spain. And we've come back to the music bar and the beach too. Just a quick reminder as well, just coming up by the beach, I can just see a sign saying that lifeguard service here is from 10 until 5 o'clock. And I'm wondering if that's year round actually, because it's only a small beach. So I imagine if most of the hotels are doing dinner at 6:30, that'll give you time to get back to your hotel room and get ready for dinner. So I have just come across a fellow social media content creator, and we have here, what is your name?
Beach Chops.
Beach Chops.
In international mode today.
In international mode. What brings you over here to Cala Bona?
Well, we came over in March with my brother. We had a few
Yeah.
days spare holiday, so
Yeah.
we came over in March. I think the season was just beginning,
Yeah,
so weather wasn't like this.
yeah.
So we had a great time. First
Okay.
time I'd been over this way, so
Yeah.
we had a bit more time off. So I've just
Yeah.
come over with my partner
Yeah.
and her mum for 4 days.
Yeah,
So a bit of sun.
Yeah.
September.
yeah. So would you recommend coming out in March to Cala Bona, or do you think it's better to wait till September?
Well, if you got the opportunity to come in March, just little break.
Still-
It was nice and quiet over here,
Yeah,
like it is now.
yeah.
But yeah, it was still great.
Yeah.
It was still great.
Brilliant. Now tell me, are you making some content from over here in Cala Bona on your beach chops?
I am, yes.
channel?
I am, yes.
Look,
I have
okay.
been for the last few days.
If you want to see what Beach Chops has been up to, what's your real name, by the way?
My name's Mark Thomas.
Okay, Mark.
Mark, yeah.
Mark, right. Okay, Mark. If you want to see what Beach Chops, otherwise known as Mark, has been up to, I'm going to drop a link to his socials in the description text below this video. Go and follow him, see where he is. And you also film around the UK as well,
We
don't
do,
you?
yeah. Yeah, I do, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so keep that beach vibe going. But anyway, your top tip as well. Let me know, what's your top tip?
Well, at the minute we've just been going to this little bar here, because we're just staying up the road.
On the music bar?
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
just around the harbour and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, well, it's been a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Alex. It's
Okay,
been great. Thank
enjoy
you
the
very
rest.
much.
Enjoy the rest of your holiday. And everyone, follow him. Follow
I will do,
Beach
thank you
Chops.
Bye.
So that was Beach Chops. What a fantastic name for a social media account. What a lovely fella as well, from Yorkshire. Anyway, let's keep heading down. Now look, coming down Champions Bar. It's looking rather busy in there, which is nice. But like I said earlier on, look, just so many lovely places here just to sit and look at the water. So we're just coming up towards the Athlon Hotel. You can just see the corner of their beach club here. Looking also very busy in there, but my goodness, that sea is looking choppy. And finally, as we come out of Cala Bona here, our final little strip of bars and restaurants and a nice looking ice cream shop. You can tell the season is tailing off a little bit, but is it going to be like this over in Cala Bona? So let's find out. Now I'm going to head on now in the direction of Cala Bona. I'm going to make a quick video over there before heading off to S'Illot for the live stream and to Sa Coma. Now I do believe there are still some deals for the rest of the season. I will drop a link in the description text below. Go and search for those holidays. If you haven't had one this year, this may well be a good time to come. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll drop a couple of videos as well I mentioned in this one, just here and here on YouTube, to help you out with your holiday. Don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will be back here very soon. Okay everyone, thanks for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.